Hi guys, this is Melissa with ClickBank's education team, and in this video I'm going to show you an example of a ClickBank vendor who is taking full advantage of repeat selling. Then we'll try and brainstorm a bit to see if we can help you come up with some ideas for additional products that you can offer through ClickBank. So first, I have to admit that I am fairly nerdy and uncool, and I play the online game World of Warcraft. So my example is for one of our premier vendors, Zygor. This vendor offers different guides and tools that customers can use to enhance their gameplay. Their hoplink target URL is filled with offers for a variety of products centered on different things you can do in the game. After the initial purchase, the vendor does an amazing job of offering the products that the customer didn't select. Each time a product is purchased, this page updates so that only non-purchased products appear with the option to buy. The vendor doesn't have to waste time bouncing customers to a variety of pitch pages. The customer knows exactly what the additional products are and what they do. So when they click the button to buy, they're immediately directed to the ClickBank order form. This model has proven very successful for the vendor. They're offering a wide range of products in a very specific niche. Customers buy one product and they're excited to purchase the additional products because they see the value. Zygor has no problems getting one customer to purchase additional products. In fact, since April, he's had one customer buy 7 different guides. So imagine the profit potential when you can turn a one-time customer into a repeat customer. Because the game World of Warcraft is constantly being updated and expanded upon, the vendor has just a continuous source of material and information he can use to create new products. The vendor also offers members-only forums, and here customers can bring up questions, report bugs, and interact with one another about the game. He also has a specific thread that's centered on customer suggestions. Suggestions include everything from ways to make existing guides better to completely new product ideas. So now that you've seen an example, let's try and brainstorm a bit. Sit down with a pen and some paper and really think about what your current product is offering. And more importantly, what is it missing? When a customer purchases your product, what is their end goal? What are they setting out to accomplish? Once you consider this, you'll probably have a few decent ideas on products that you can create to meet your customers' needs. So as an example, I'm going to use my husband, Evan. He's a professional baker and cake decorator. So I sat down and I thought, if he wanted to become an infopreneur on how to be a successful cake decorator, what kind of products would he create? So some other questions that you can ask is, what stands in a person's way? What does he wish he knew when he got started that he knows now? What could have saved him time, trouble, and money? So with all of that in mind, here's some ideas that I came up with. He could have a guide on cake and frosting recipes. He could have a guide on how to conduct a cake consultation, where there would be checklists or important questions that you always have to ask. He could review specific tools of the trade, such as pastry bags, tips, pans. He could have videos with techniques for pastry bags, like how to make specific shapes or how to draw things on cakes. He could have a video on how to work with fondant. It's a specific kind of icing. He could have a guide on how to become a preferred vendor at popular wedding or party venues. There could be guides that will help someone determine how much cake they need to make in order to fulfill a certain guest requirement number. He could have guides on how to draw up a contract. He could have a product on how to work with pillars and how to properly stack and support a cake. He could have a guide on how to transport a cake from your home or place of business to where the wedding or event is. And then you could also have a guide on what you need in your delivery kit so that every time you deliver, if anything goes wrong, you'll be prepared. He could have videos on how to do different kinds of popular or common cakes. He could have a guide on how to work with your friends or family because typically they expect free or heavily discounted products. Or he could have a guide on how to set your pricing or how to make a cost sheet. So as you're brainstorming, take the time to understand your customers' pain points. When you keep that in mind, coming up with a small list of additional products gets easier. And remember, you don't have to brainstorm alone. Take a page out of Zygor's book. Don't be afraid to ask your customers directly for what they want. When a customer feels involved and like their voice is being heard, they're more likely to purchase the product they suggested you create. And if you're having trouble coming up with new product ideas, consider offering your current product in alternative formats. So if you're selling an ebook, consider providing it as an audio file so that customers who are too busy to read can listen to it in their car or at the gym. If you have a customer who just can't get on board with the idea of a digital product, maybe convert it into a physical product that you can sell through our shippable media feature. And don't be afraid to research your competition. Compare their product offering against yours and see how you can fill in the gaps. So hopefully you've come up with a few ideas on additional products you can create. Up next, we'll talk about the approval process for your new products, and we'll cover the steps you'll need to take in order to successfully launch that new product. So I'll see you in the next video.